Hi, and welcome to another episode of this mini-series. In this episode, we're going to look at the Sites and Devices section and set them up on your dashboard. From our dashboard, we're going to click on Sites and Devices on the left-hand side. This will bring you to the main grid where we can see the different sites, devices, and kiosks. To begin with, we can see the sites clearly here, and by clicking the drop-down arrow, we can see the areas within and furthermore the kiosks within the areas. From here we will click on the Add button at the top and click on Site to add a new site. Give your site a name. Also provide it with a contact email address. This will be so that email address will get the site notifications. It's best to have it as a generic email which may be shared, or even a receptionist email. It's where someone will look after the system. And then you can choose a time zone as well. You can see that there's various time zones here, so you can choose it accordingly. Click Add to add this site. We can see we've got a green notification in the top right. We can clearly see a new site has been added. Next, we'll be adding an area to the new site we have made by clicking Add again at the top and click Area. Here we'll need to select the site. With the new site being this one, we'll select that. We also need to give the area a name. Make sure it's meaningful and you can easily identify it. You can give a description to the area if you wish. Now we need to assign the parent area. As it's going to be the first area within this, it's going to be a parent area. We will also select a journey for this area. Now we need to choose the login mode, where if we leave it as check-in only, it will allow the users to be logged, such as a visitor or a staff member, by signing in only. If we click the sign in, sign out option, this will then allow all the users the ability to sign out as well as sign in. It's very good to be like a digital attendance system. We can also select the auto sign out option, where if a user's forgot to sign out once they've left the premises, we can keep it at midnight, so everyone will be automatically signed out at midnight, or 24 hours after they have signed in for the first time. If we click this ticky box right here, this will then notify those users who have an email address on their profile that they have been signed out from that area. Once we're done, click Add. We can see a new arrow has appeared next to our site. If we click on it, we will then see the area within that site. Finally, we would like to add a kiosk to our area within our site. Again, by clicking Add at the top, we will then select Kiosk. Now we'll need to choose the site in which the area is in, which was this one, and then we'll be selecting the area. Now we're going to be selecting the device that we've purchased. We'll need to give it a name again. Also the date of purchase. As you remember from creating your dashboard, we will need these different numbers and serial number from the back of the device to put into here. If you have forgotten, this is the screen in which you'll need to click View Info and QR code to clearly see that image. You'll get the serial number on the back of your kiosk. Once you've done that, select if you've purchased it directly from us or a partner through. Once we've done that bit, we can allow this kiosk to inherit the journey that's already associated with the area. If we untick it, we can then select a different journey that we would have made, so it would be different to the overall area. Once we've completed all these details, simply click Add. Now we have learned how to add a site, an area and a kiosk, and then we can properly manage those. If we go to the far right of the grid, we can then have different actions for each one. Site actions such as editing the site, we can also delete it entirely or add a new area from this part here. We can also control all the kiosk settings within that site. Within the area actions, we can do a lot of similar things alongside the same as the site. But there's a new one here called Move Area. If we click on that, we can then decide if we want to change it to a different site entirely, and then assign it as a parent or a sub area. We can also see kiosk actions right here. We can allow it to open a door manually if it's connected up and down as a door relay action within the journey. We can restart the kiosk if need be. We can also take a screenshot as well on the kiosks. And many more. We can also change the journey as well within that one kiosk. And if we've decided to move the kiosk to a different area or site, we can do that from here. If we're no longer going to be using that kiosk, or we've had to change it to a different place, we can also deregister it as well. Or if you wish to use it as a standalone device and not communicate with our dashboard, we can deregister it and then register it again in the future. That is everything that is alongside the sites and devices. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.